How is it going, everybody? Unfortunately, what we found out by reviewing yesterday's tapes on our in-house CCTV system, it came to our attention that our diaper yesterday, our premium Razor gamer diaper, one of a kind, was not properly fastened before we started playing yesterday, which is probably why we weren't able to achieve peak gameplay and actually manage to lose some matches. We knew there had to be something going on, and upon review, that is the case. The diaper was not properly strapped in. Today we don't have that problem. The diaper has been double and triple checked to make sure that we are locked in. How's it going, Ash? So I do apologize for that. Glue the strap. True, good idea. Extra protection, a little bit of glue. The only problem is does anyone have any unsniffed glue? I don't know. So today we're going to be trying out 3 different night builds. I got my Gen Defense night build here. We got our peak like build here, and then I want to try like an aura reading build and see how that treats us. So we're going to start out with our normal night build for today. They did fix the variant. Should we wear it today? Should we change it up? I don't know which helmet looks. Yeah, I look kind of like I don't know, like a Power Ranger villain with this. I'm not really sure how I feel about it, but we can try it out. You'll find no unsniffed glue around here, Outlander. What's up, Blazy and Sergando? By the way, we also are running 2v8 lobbies in the background, so Ash, if you're interested, I would say you're front and center for that if you want to get in, not anyone else. We can't fix the actual game. 2 steps forward, 12 steps back. That's how behavior likes to do it. Trying to get into this game properly. As a killer right now, it's really rough. I mean, like, you can pretty much have fun with any killer at the start, but a lot of killers start to fall off pretty hard as you climb the MMR ladder, the invisible ranking system in the background. I think the hard truth of it is that, like, a lot of it just comes down to, like, preference, you know? Like, do you like to do, like, 1v1ing? Is that, like, kind of what you find fun? You know, like, do you like to be able to have a good chance to down the person you're chasing? Do you just want to use the absolute best things? Are you more interested in macro play? Like, you know, controlling kind of 1v4ing and controlling the map and all that stuff? 150% bonus for survivors on NA side. Well, for the killer, not too many perks are good. So luckily you don't have to worry about that. You down? Alrighty. What's up, Carla? What's up, Hugo? It's 200% bonus for Survivor on 2v8 for me. Hello, Shadow. Hello. I played Until Dawn yesterday, and I really hope a Until Dawn chapter gets in DVD. I think the devs were kind of like talking about it at one point, and then like DVD Twitter had this like big uproar about how Until Dawn is like basically super culturally insensitive, and that they should never put it in the game because you're not allowed to. You should basically never make anything that has to do with Wendigos, I think. I'm not trying to like patronize it, but that's like the kind of what happened there, so I'm not sure if they want to touch it anymore. It's not that they like upset and piss off a bunch of like Native Americans. Cuvier survivor bonus. I have not seen go below 300%. Well, we made it there in EU today. Let's see, what's our first match of the day gonna be, huh? Are we ready? Should we just put this on preemptively? I love the Wendigo's design Until Dawn. It's far creepier than the deer look most people give it. And look at those map offerings. Are our diapers full already? Like, the stream just started and I already feel the buckles just struggling. They're struggling right now, the buckles. Alright, we gotta lock in. Toba landing. We got our cutesy little outfit on. This is our main build, right? So yesterday I think I was relying a little bit too much on the jailer. I want to go back to hitting people with the assassin when I can. All right, that's min-max distance. We're going for Nia. Does she see us? Does she see us? Too late. It doesn't matter what she saw. Is there another person over here? You're coming over to heal, huh? Why don't you go ahead and put that med kit down before I hit you? Alright, so we already know that the jailer's not gonna get the hit there, so let's just weave that on through. Hit this girl nice on a hook. Did hear someone work on that just now, I think. Just hit her. No biggie. Man, where you going, huh? Tough guy? You wanna run through here? What's the pickup? What are we dealing with, huh? She does also make it into here. It's cringe, I know, but it is the way it is. That was a desperate play to avoid the guard. I don't think I agree with that choice. Gotta be annoying, this David. He's a little tired, isn't he? Alright, we finally got him injured. That's the goal there. He's going for the pickup over there. Might be able to stop him, but she has Unbreakable, so probably not. It's okay. This is our hook target right here. I don't know where that other girl is, but just in case, I'm gonna send my guard all the way around there to protect me. I think I may have heard someone work on this for a second, so just in case. Alright, well, we know where everyone's at. Oh, she's a knower, she knows. Not everyone knows, so you never know, but she was a knower. I forced Hezi on this girl. She has off the record, so we just hit her. Oh, she just picked David up as well. Multitasking, guys. We're just multitasking. They're trying. This girl's dead. That girl would get rid of the jailer so quick. Weave is so good. I don't know. I get a lot of like information off of Weave as I move around. GG, checkmate. There it is, guys. First match of the D. We came in full diaper strapped, razzed up, and we made it happen. The fastest draw in the West, baby. What's your opinion on Frank Stone being a trapper cosmetic and not a licensed killer? I'm fine with it because I don't like Frank Stone. But I could see how people who like Frank Stone might feel otherwise. You're dumpstering on the jailer? Hey, don't dumpster too hard on the jailer, alright? He's got... If you have Town Watch Torch, he basically gives you, like, undetectable the entire time he's in chase. They can't grab the banner, and yeah, he's also the only, well, he's pretty much the only guard that you can really chase with, you know, like in a 1v1. He's the best for it anyway, because you don't, his timer is very long, so the radius doesn't hurt you so much. The original jailer was really, really bad, though. No, it's a draw. The killer draws, the survivors draw. The only way it would be a win for me is if I stayed in the game and I went around hooking bots for 25 years. Have you ever seen like a baseball game where they get to the ninth inning and that the team that's losing just leaves the field, and then like they're like, okay, well, guys, you can just draw if you want, or you can sit here and you can throw out all the rest of the like the pitches, you know, if you want. If you want to actually win the game, you got to sit here and do that before you're allowed to leave. Same situation. Oh yeah, that's right. That's not how that works. They lose. My bad. Funny, where do all those GG easy messages go? And who knows? All right, so next time we got, this is like a mostly gen defense build on Knight. It's called a forfeit. You would think that. You know what the funny thing is that like when the surrender mechanic came out, it was originally called the surrender in the like in the PTB, right? You surrendered, and then I think they came out with another name for it at launch. It wasn't abandon initially. It was something else. It was withdraw. They changed surrender to withdraw, and then they changed withdraw to abandon. So cringe. Like, holy, like the fact that it even matters that much to you tells me how much you guys are trying to manipulate people with the wording. It should literally have like in all caps, I'm a coward. It should just, that's all it should say. It shouldn't even tell you what the button does. What's up, D-Man? You like Knight's animations? I really like Knight all around, which is odd because like if you would have told me like, hey, we're gonna have a Knight killer in Dead by Daylight, I wouldn't have been interested at all. It's like 100% like the power mostly that I really enjoy, and then they've just done a really good job overall with like the character, like how they set him up and stuff. I think he's really cool. Still not sure why people care if it counts as a draw or not. Pretty sure the dev said it doesn't have any impact on MMR, but even if it did, why would you want your MMR to go up, as you can be punished with infinitely sweatier matches? So the issue is and it does affect MMR. What the dev said is that you shouldn't care how it affects MMR because you can't see it. It does affect the MMR. So the issue is, right, is that survivors now, especially like, you know, let's say solo queue survivors or survivors that maybe aren't that good, like rats, for example, they don't lose anymore, right? Because they're always like the last survivor alive, and the last survivor alive literally cannot lose a match anymore, which means that their MMR can only go up. Now, in the short term, that's not going to be that big of a deal, but over a longer period of time, what's going to happen due to all the survivors taking draws is their MMR is only going to go up, right? It's never going to go down, because they're not technically ever losing a match according to the MMR system. It's just going higher, 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 higher. That means that you're gonna have shittier teammates when you play Survivor in solo queue, and it's gonna start to like really severely throw it off. You think like you have bad teammates now, wait until like all these mid-level green rank, you know, level survivors start to make it to the top bracket just because they DC basically at the end of every single match that they're about to die in. No, it's 4 brackets. There's the absolute bottom, there's like the lower middle, the upper middle, and then the top. And then even so there's those 4 brackets, and then you have to take into consideration also that within those brackets there's also a ladder in each bracket, so it'll always try as best as it can to put you against the person in your bracket that is most similar to your MMR rating. The reason solo queue is so shit, especially in like the top bracket, is because you know, the killers in the top bracket are obviously expecting to go against the sweatiest possible resistance that they can. And when they get a solo queue team, they're like roid raged out of their minds. Like they're bringing in so much to counter what they assume they're going to play against. So from the solo queue perspective, it doesn't really feel like matchmaking is working, because every match you play is against a super sweaty killer that just destroys your team. But like from the killer's perspective, you're like the first easy match they've probably had like 5 or 6 games in a row, just getting the sweatiest shitters imaginable, right? All right, here we go, guys. I think Knight would be pretty good in 2v8. Solo queue is a huge wild card, but it's just going to continuously get watered down if they don't fix their MMR system with people drawing constantly. I think a lot of people didn't assume that people would literally draw in every possible situation they could, but they do. And that was pretty obvious because they did that in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre as well, so like, why wouldn't they do that here, right? Alright, that girl knows how to play the game. I have to leave. And you might be like, really, Choi, you're leaving that quick? Yeah. Because you could just keep infinitely doing that. I don't have time for it. Alright, so this girl's gonna be one of our targets, right? Because we don't want to hook the top people, because if we hook the top people, their gen speed buff is going to be disgusting. We need to focus on specific people. I really thought she would throw that down. Alright, she's got balls. Leave her. Not interested in balls. No, that girl's not a priority. We leave her. Can I do this? I'm trying to like weave it. No, I can't. I think they see my aura and I see theirs. What am I playing against here? I did not feel like low MMR play right there at all. I think these guys are on comms. Those two. It's better to sacrifice gens than to give them buff to gen speed. She sprint bursted, but does she make it to anything? I don't think so. Every time they do a gen, it's minus 5% gen speed. For that girl. Ah, that's weird. It didn't let me like. I already got that girl up back there. Jesus. Yeah, they're really efficient, like with their speed. Nice. I need to get some fresh hits here. Let's go on a dead zone. He's trying to bait me into a chase. Well, hopefully we get someone dead soon. Yeah, there we go. 2 people dead. Now you're gonna see a big increase. It's crazy. This is actually a really strong loop, isn't it? I don't have time for it. I need to go to other places. It shows you how pathetic an M1 killer is, that even in a situation like that, I'll lose the game over just like a very mediocre tile. Fuck. Oh wait, that's not the one I need anyway. The one we need is already dead. Alright, so we're hooking the fake ace now. Keep an eye on him. Oh nice, there's a girl right here. Only a knight in 2v8? Be quite the sitch. Alright, I got 2 people here. I think I'm gonna need help double teaming them. I don't think I can actually get these guys alone. So one dude's really feeling himself. We're gonna have to double team him. I'm very confident in that. You have like either or reading on me or wall axe. There's really no in between. This is a fucking weird tile. Yeah, now you fucker. You little bitch. Don't worry guys, when Blood Amber keys become base kit, I'm sure everyone will have a lot more fun. Yeah, that would be funny if I could reset the traps. I'm surprised they didn't give Trapper more buffs in this mode. Running that way, are we? Person's trying to rush the gen. I just cut through Hell State's Aboni, it's so nice. Where did Jill go? We know she popped a gen back there in that corner, right? Going for hatch plays. Well, we're definitely not Hatch Kings, are we? Because we can't find this thing to save our lives. Oh yeah? No one wants to see trappers more, I guess. GG's. One survivor, 2 draws. You have to like slug the last 3 if you want to avoid that, but the issue is that that base kit unbreakable, so it can be a little bit tricky to pull off. That was my first game of the day. Could have gotten Arella, but she found a hatch immediately. Yeah, they usually do. There's 3 of them, I mean. She was sitting with Unbreakable at a pallet, so I knew that, like, she was just waiting for a hatch to spawn, and then she was gonna immediately pop her Unbreakable, pallet stun me, and then probably get a hatch anyway, even if she was injured. So I just hooked her and took the chance that we might be able to find Jill, but Jill was pretty good at ratting. Why do I sound so depressed all the time? I don't know. I don't know. What's your opinion the best buff a killer ever got, and what is the worst nerf a killer ever got? I mean, from like my time of playing the game, the best killer buff we ever got. I don't know, because like everything that's ever been given to us has almost immediately been taken away. Like you could go back and say like Bloodlust, I guess. But like anything in the modern era, they just, if they give you like, they'll offer you a buff on one hand and give you a fucking shotgun in the other hand right to your face. They'll be like, so we're going to add 10 seconds to every gen. We're also going to giga nerf every gen defense perk in the game to such a point where it's virtually worthless. Like, oh, okay. What do you think is the most egregious change coming to DBD in the patch you reviewed? The most egregious... I mean, I think the anti-camp, probably. Because, like, how the fuck are you even getting camped in Dead by Daylight at this point? It's, like, virtually impossible to be camped. Like, you can be tunneled, but like, how are you being camped? Like, why do we need more anti-camp? Like, I don't get it. It's like so dumb. The ability to kick gens. What is peak DVD balancing between both sides? It's hard to say because like you can look at like a killer like Wesker and say, man, like Wesker is like the perfect killer. He's like just strong enough to be able to almost always do something, and there's always gameplay and it's always interesting and he's fun. But a lot of that equates to him just not being good enough to play against like survivors because, you know, the gen speeds are too atrocious. Like, he's not allowed to make a mistake, right? The margin for error is so low. Like, if you're not downing survivors every 2 seconds, then you're just gonna lose your game simply because gen speed. Kind of hard to figure that one out. But like, I think that like you can look at a person like Wesker as like an anchor of balance and say, okay, let's try to bring things in line with the level of strength that he is. So yeah. Yeah, right. Bloodlust and window blockers were definitely just shit map design fixes. Like, it's too hard. It can't be done. I quit. Yeah, removing the timing for flashlight and pallet saves was really savage. Base kit Unbreakable could destroy the game. I'm not joking. The base kit Unbreakable would be so abusable unless it was done in a very, very specific way. I've said the healthiest way I think they can add base kit Unbreakable to the game is either like do it to where you well, okay, I'll just say the idea. When you're slugging people, right? If you slug 3 people, then the third person you slug is, or well, it would probably be the first person you slugged in the order is able to like get base kit Unbreakable, but the other 2 are still permanently slugged until someone picks them up. So it would stop you from slugging an entire team. It would be controllable, so you know that if you slug a third person, the first person's gonna be able to pick themselves up. So it gives you kind of that information, and you can think about it in whatever situation you are currently in. I think that would probably be the most fair version of base kit Unbreakable. The other thing is that when there's 2 survivors left and you're slugged because the killer wants the 4K, you should be able to abandon in that situation while you're laying on the ground, as long as it counts as a loss. You shouldn't have to wait for the killer to like slug the 4th person. That's really lame. Base kit everything except gen defense. You guys can't just make a good map, they can't. No, I never readied. Shit. I can ready now, but we'll see. Sometimes these night matches can be really long, and we have a gen defense build this time, so we'll see how that goes. Get sack worded, shitters. You gotta bring it, dude. Until the map offering change comes out, you have to literally wear your sack on your chest. Too bad we didn't get Temple of Purgation. I really like that map. Alright, so I don't have Lethal Pursuer on Red Forest, right? So you'll see how this is probably going to affect me quite significantly, because I just have to make an assumption of what gen I think they probably spawned on. So they spawned over there. Can I get her with the jailer? I think she was running this way. Oh, a little bit of a messy start. She wanted it. Sorry, that's already gone. Okay, so we're gonna send this out here because I think they're trying to rush that. Bro, the jailer just scared the shit out of me. I thought it was a survivor. Okay. Look at that. Shitters. I'm coming for that. Ooh, we got someone giving up. Nice bait. She gets to the main over that too. Whoa, they picked that girl up quick, bro. That had to be like, we're gonna live for cringe ever. What the heels? What the fuck? Bro, she was down on the ground and full healed again in like literally 2 seconds. Can you make it make sense? Holy shit. This guy's death hook, so if I can weed him out of whatever hole he's hiding at. On this way? Yeah, you are. Main building here is really rough, so I have to be careful. I could lose the entire game in one main building chase. It's that fucking garbage. And believe me, every survivor knows that. The devs don't know it because all they do is sniff glue all day and talk about how shitty the game is. Oh wait, no, never mind, that's us. Oh, he's looping that main building. He says, let's chill, I don't need it. I have the main building. I have to just start brute forcing this garbage. Brain dead gameplay. Fuck you. You fucking nerd. Oh my god, what am I playing against again? How is there this many full diaper poopy shitters who play this game? I lose. Infinite main building, I can't do anything about it. And 4 Claudettes that have literally never seen sunlight in their entire lives, probably about to up to their neck in human feces from the amount of times they've shit themselves today. Main building! Where's main building? Killer Shack, what else can you run to today, Mrs. Stacy? And don't forget, it's not the player's fault. Oh, it's the heal. That's my favorite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's the heals for you, bitch. Alright, end game. Let's see how it goes. That's gen defense, by the way, guys. Peak gen defense, with the guy trying to give up on Hook because he got salty and still making it that far. One gen left. Oh, she's gonna tunnel that gen, watch. She should have finished it. What a coward. I don't make that. God, you're fucking greedy. It's disgusting, actually. Oh, she's gone. She was calling it out. Did you see her? Did you see how she was calling it out? Yeah, you did. Let's get oppression cooking. What you got around me, huh? What's up with these, like, super stealthy Tories lately, huh? I want that 4K. I want it. As she gets back on that, I get the info. You wanna go pick her up? Are you hiding somewhere in the corner of the map? Where are you, huh? Little rat. Alright, let's cancel the triad comps. Maybe we hear something. I don't have anything at my disposal here. Dude, that was with Mindbreaker, by the way. Those little bastards. Oh, you are so cooked. Come on, go pick up Claudette. You think he deserved to drop? Fine. I can't wait till all the shitty survivors are up here and low, like, high MMR. It's gonna make my day. Draw. What was I? Okay, let's actually think about it. Let's go back in time and find out why was I so salty that match. It's because of the main building, guys. It was the map design that pissed me off. Yeah, like, you know, I could get a little bit lively because they were good players, but at the end of the day, it was the map design of this main building that pissed me off. Because it is literally, I mean, like, what is this window here, guys? Are we in 2016? Why the fuck does this window exist in this area of the game? Like, oh, if I worked to behavior, I would literally kill switch this map until that was fixed. God, I didn't think they wanted me to send me to other shitty maps too. Skill issue, true. People aren't playing MK. Maybe they play MKX on PC though. Like, it could be that nobody wants to play MKX on Xbox because it's just too outdated. We're about to crash out, guys, but had to crash out. I think the matches in 1v4 are way sweatier with 2v8 going on. It feels like that anyway, it really does. The yeah. What did we think of the build though? Maybe we should talk about that. How did the build help us out? Oh god, you're getting close to dead by Kato light. Oh no. Prepping for the new player influx? They can, but it's not gonna help new players. I really believe that. Yeah, this skin is sick. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I like to play Knight, right? Because like a main building like that will ruin the life of any other normal, like, lower tier killer. Like, that's the cap. If you don't have, like, any other lower tier killer in that situation is basically going to have to run, like, Bamboozle minimum, and probably something else with it, like Dark Arrogance or Superior Anatomy, just to be able to have a chance to get a hit. They're gonna have to use 2 chase perks because that tile is so fucking garbagely busted. For those who can, if you want, you can rewind to the end of that match and look and see how much value we actually got out of Mindbreaker. Like, were they using a lot of exhaustion perks? Because I didn't feel any exhaustion in that match, I don't think, except maybe like a single live. Gotta quit DBD. The only way to keep your sanity. God, it sucks so bad that the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is got her dead, because like we needed it, you know. This guy trying to run the jungle gym? Does he know how? He does know how. Oh, he's check spotting efficiently. But he didn't. He thought I was gonna mind game it, I think. It's a little bit too much for 2v8, bro. I wouldn't go that far. No, I hooked the wrong guy. Shit, didn't mean to do that. Wasn't paying attention. Got that. Alright, there it is. Power unlocked. Let's see what we can do. The match starts now. Girls in Killer Shack, we know that. Okay, it doesn't even break the pallet. That's so annoying. Go back for that girl. There's a girl hooked there too. Holy moly. Priority's got to get hooked. Ooh. A lot of pallets. We're on the back foot here, but we do have a girl dead already. That's pretty significant. Unfortunately, I can't pick her up as long as that ace player is chilling here somewhere. I don't think that girl can make it here in time. You got everyone injured. Let's keep the pressure on. Oh, nice crouch. I expect her to keep running. That girl's got a fucking mean mousage. She's mousing around. Flicking. Flick, flickety, flick, flick. How'd you get around that trap? It took a lot of time to heal there. almost had that done. Ace in a gray suit. We can't let this ace in a gray suit get away, right? Damn. Alright, ace in a gray suit, motherfucker. You are literally my mission in life. I swear people keep running like right over top of traps. I'm not crazy. Bro, just have finesse? How do you have finesse in this mode? Have I been scammed? Yes, you have. You've been scammed. Where's all the blood it's at? I need the bloods. Alright, so I really want to find this ace and slug him. Will he let it happen, or is he too sweaty? One's way over there. Not my priority. Right, Ace in a gray suit is being chased. She cooked? GG's. They draw. Yeah. I think they're already on Reddit. They're like, Nerf only. Why the fuck did they add him to this mode? GG's. Ramifications? Well, ideally, if anything positive can come out of it, I hope behavior realizes all of their desperation base kit garbage doesn't stop new players from having a bad experience, because it's MMR that's the issue, not the fact that they're getting camped, you know, at like entry-level MMR into the game. And we've all seen how survivors act when they win. Can't be allowed. Alrighty. Before we queue again up in the 2v8 lobby, does anybody else want to play 2v8? Or are you guys happy just chilling? I do like to offer the opportunity after every, like, 2 matches. Let me know. In the meantime, we're gonna queue back up as knight. With our experimental all aura reading build and see how that goes. I guess Franklin's technically is an aura reading, is it? You'd like to join again? Alrighty. I don't think I have weave on this one. Just trying out some aura reading basically and seeing how it's going. You on right now, sir? Let me check. Ooh, no, okay. Yeah, survivors will complain no matter what. You can't give into it. I heard someone say that dark sets doesn't counter 3-gen, but isn't that the whole point of the perk? I think survivors just don't like bring any perks that are considered any type of counter. Do you mean deja vu? I don't even remember what dark sense does anymore. But I think that would be deja vu. And if so, like, deja vu is one of like the top 10 survivor perks right now in the game. Pick wise. You're cooking right now? Damn. How long do you think the killer queues will be unbearably long for when the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter drops? I hope that people will be just excited to like play against the killer as well. So I hope it won't be as bad as Ghoul. Like, Ghoul gave people basically nothing, right? Like, there was nothing interesting going on. It's possible that when Five Nights at Freddy's comes out, we get some balance changes, some perk changes, maybe. We get a new map, right? People are gonna want to experience that stuff. And Ghoul was really unfun to play against for a lot of survivors, so if Freddy is better, then maybe it won't be such a problem. I'm not saying they'll be great queue times, but I don't think they'll be the worst we've seen this year yet. I think Ghoul and 2v8 is probably gonna still be worse. God, we're going double insta down. This is gonna be interesting. I should probably not ready up quite yet. Your solo queue build is Deja Vu, Kindred, Windows, and Bond. I mean, that's a really good, good build. The only one I might swap out for, personally, if I was, like, making that exact same build, I might swap out Bond with Empathy. I think Empathy is an insanely good perk for keeping tabs on not only where your teammates are at, but where the killer is at as well. Even if they did release a new survivor, it wouldn't be much anyways. Every survivor is the same aside from sound pitches with nothing to differentiate them. That's true, but we also get the new perks. So, and we can't really underestimate how much people love to buy skins and stuff for new survivors. Like, they really enjoy it. So it would get some people interested to play like an iconic licensed survivor. Like, you'll see when The Walking Dead comes out just how many people are playing Rick in this game. It's gonna be crazy how many people are playing Rick. Dude is gonna be so popular. If they have a Daryl and Shane skin too, that'll be crazy. Glenn, Maggie, Michonne. It's a lot of potential. Yeah, I don't think that they would be too smart if they made him super complex. I think people are saying there was going to be something where he like throws his axe. So, I don't know. A ranged ability mixed with something else. Yeah, I mean, it's not so much about them playing the new character as much as it is about them getting interested in, you know, trying out the new different perk builds and stuff. And it's really the meta perks at my level that get people interested. You pretty much don't see anything that isn't meta, but... Alright, so there's no reason to go for any of them on the left. I want to go for this guy right here. He's not moving. I'm hoping we can take advantage of that. We caught her off guard. Is it enough? The guy's gonna go for the banner. No, he doesn't. Where are you, bro? Why don't you exist? I don't know where that guy is or what my assassin was chasing. I don't have Franklin, so... Okay. That be concerned? What the fuck was that? Get off that totem, bitch. Oh, he's a hacker. We got a hacker. Boring. Let's see. That explains the Who's hacking, Dwight? Oh, give me some B-roll footage, motherfucker. Come on now. Give me some B-roll footage. Come on now. There's a hill. Why isn't there a hill? Where are you going? Get this thing done. I defend this gen. Why don't I just DC? No, if I DC, then I get a penalty, and then meh. They're gonna dox you. They can't dox. They fixed it. Come on now. We're going. Can't do it. Actually, the 2v8 match yesterday where you were AFK came back as Oni was legendary. We were at 3 gens. Yeah, that was pretty nuts. Yep, it's Dwight. No, it's Dwight. He's messing with this Claudette player. Doesn't hurt. Zero. We're having fun, guys. We're having fun. If I could find Zarina, I could maybe like let us all abandon, but I don't know where she's at. Oh no. Shit. Oh. Typical cheaters. I don't like understand these like situations with like cheaters like at all. Actually, you gonna do something about that pout there, buddy? Nope. Any tips on night? Tons. Learning the best time to use your assassins is probably up there with the number one. We got a match. All right. You guys enjoy this little funscapade here. Yeah. Alrighty, the dream of the double insta-down killers. How will it go? We got the strat. Oh, those smoke grenades like are so insanely good. You know you fucked up now. So, it's a Russian Leon. Get him to vault one more time. Never know what Russian Leon might be doing. Alright, we got one girl there. She's not, you son of a bitch.
Nice. Got 3 of our targets right there. That's big. Evil fucked up combo of doom. I like that. Guy's not a priority, we leave him. He's injured. It's enough for us. Ah, the burst. Oh, you bastard. Do we care that much about downing this guy? Not too much, but get him off the playing field, shall we? There was, Leon was still on that gen back there, but yeah, I didn't really want to bother with him. We gotta make sure that Leon dies this game though, for sure. Little shitter. Remember, in Russia, the only way you're a cheater in Russia is if the person that you're playing against has better cheating software than you do. Where did you guys go? I just like left him. Dominator. Nalto? Too bad, I was hoping you'd be Leon. are you, Leon? Alright, he's dead. Let's swap over real quick to here and before this goes away, we should report this guy, right? What? Now, what kind of report was that? Why can't I type anything? Because I used a controller? Perfect timing, but we got it. Nobody said anything in the endgame chat either. Remember, like, we know that this guy's a locker dweller. How long will he locker dwell? We want him! We want him! I feel like the rat you always need to get the most, you know? If possible. Let's do a total edge map sweep with this run. And not great crows, it's possible this guy's hiding next to that one gen that's like on. And he's just like tapping it. Oh, I see him. Bro, he knew there was gonna be a hatch over there. He knew. He went straight for it. Do-do, do-do. I think Ghoul was left intact without nerfs, so we would have been able to combat some of the current and upcoming changes, but since the nerf, we are cooked. Yeah, he got nerfed savagely, and the fact that people are still desperately trying to get him nerfed again is just hilarious to me. Like, just say you literally don't want to ever lose. That's like, that's the crime here. GG Sergando, we dumpstered hard. Double insta down is pretty savage. I kind of don't think we'll see Oni this strong again in another variation of 2v8. Personally, I think they'll nerf him. But with that, does anybody want to... Oh wait, no. That was our first match, right? That was our first match. Okay, no, we play another one. We'll play another one. Alright, we didn't get a chance to use this build, so we have to try again. Plague Gamer, Hadron, much appreciated both of you for growing some muttons. I do appreciate it. Blight and Nurse. You know, the thing with Blight and Nurse is that in 2v8, it's not that they're weak, but the fact that like survivors are like able to heal at such extraordinary speeds that I don't know if they're going to be as good of a combo as Billy and Oni, because they cut straight through that heal. You're making up so much time by insta downing. I want to talk to the hackers and ask them what their plans are with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre once it goes to peer-to-peer, because I know they already have to be thinking of things they want to do. I'm sure in one way they know, okay, like, we're probably not going to make too much more money off of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so we don't want to, like, overly commit to creating cheats for it, because, you know, that's time and money. But at the same time, there's probably going to be a big surge of people wanting cheats for it when it goes to peer-to-peer to take advantage of it, right? Blight and Nurse, I will tell you guys this. I truly believe that Blight and Nurse are its behavior's perfect solution to the game, right? Because their biggest dilemma that they have from a balance standpoint is they know for 100% fact that Swift is problematic for a lot of different reasons. They know that. They'll never admit it, but they know that internally. They also have come to the conclusion that they can't nerf Swift for whatever reason. They can't do it. They think it'll hurt them financially too much, or maybe hurt the game too much. So they're just not going to do it. With Blight and Nurse existing, that is their perfect solution to Swift. Is as long as Nurse and Blight are there, there's always something you can use to counter Swift, like a 4-man Swift. Therefore, we don't actually have to ever do anything. And I do believe that that's the reason that Nurse and Blight never get nerfed. Like, for real nerfed. They get, like, unironically nerfed how Survivor gets nerfed. They, like, slap them on the shoulder a little bit, but it doesn't actually ever change anything.
By the way, how often do you guys play against Freddy nowadays? They just nerfed them to the ground. Who? Never really? Who? Because I was told that my prediction that people still wouldn't want to play as him was completely wrong, and that it's one of the most fun, best killers in the game to play as now. So, kind of curious how often you guys play against him, because I don't even know if I've played against it myself. Chaz, it's not an impossibility that we do get things like that, but like the reason they make those buffs most of the time is because they want killers that have no chance against Swift to have a better chance against Swift. But then they'll kind of like overtune them for solo queue, and then like the solo queue players will shit their pants, so they have to like nerf them again. That was a bit of a risk. I just went for it. We'll see. Okay, so that girl's getting chased by the jailer. Now I want to use that to try to sneak up and get some free hits. Will I get a hit on Ada? Let's find out on the next episode. Why is that girl like being weird? Did you really not know I was there, or what the hell was that? Ooh, complete dead zone, no. Weird play. I mean, like, this girl plays weird. I don't get it. What? Bro, there's scratch marks here and I don't see a person. Does that make sense? You were in a locker. Well, it's very, very interesting. That guy got hit and went straight back on the gen. I respect that level of dedication. No, I got invisible barriered. Fuck. Goes down. Can this cut through? Can, but not the way I wanted it to. What is happening, man? This was a solo queue lobby. Like I said, this is what I mean when I say MMR works until it doesn't, right? Because now I went up against a real solo queue team here, and they completely got demolished because this is just not what I'm prepared to be playing against. Like, I've completely optimized myself to be going into World War III, you know, not playing against babies. Like,
and they can't communicate. So look, that guy gets downed by the assassin like in 2 seconds. Zzz, hunger. All right, so M says, who was M, guys? Do you remember who M was? Made for this, we're gonna live forever. Made for this, we're gonna live forever. It's almost like somebody didn't want to get slugged. Why did that girl have that map, by the way? Did you get that out of a chest? The exact team behavior balance for pretty much. No joke. Yeah, but she at least actually had Iron Will. I think the new survivor actually is quieter than Ada. M was the Ada. The funny thing is I didn't even do like a slug heavy playstyle on them. I quite literally just, they were so boobah and chase that it was just over. You see what I mean though? All those players now, they didn't lose that match, so will they ever win a match? I don't know about that, but as you see, they don't lose anymore. So the one player who actually died lost that match. I think even as quiet as Ada is, I would have heard her in that room because I saw her run in there and I just didn't realize there was a locker behind me. I saw the locker in front of me. If I would have heard her crying, even at the slightest decimal, I think I would have got her. P1 clown. I mean, at the beginning, you almost don't need anything. You kind of just want to learn the maps and the playage, and how to play pallets is really a good idea. Like which pallets you should just break and which pallets you should try to mind game and stuff like that. Yeah, but you know, light waves, I saw on Twitter they were trying to get people banned for doing that because they said it's griefing to do that. And I'm just like, you know, like I don't have the energy for it. Like if they want to design their game that ass, then fine. But I'm not gonna like risk these trigger happy banners like get me banned and for quote unquote griefing people by trying to make them lose the game. It's just really lame that in Dead by Daylight we'll never have like a situation where like the killer has like a win condition anymore, you know what I mean? Like it's just you alone in a room every time you win a match. But when the survivors win, like you have to watch. you literally have to watch them win. But when the killer wins, leave them alone in a dark room to be ashamed of their gameplay. How dare they, bastards. I did get some survivors banned that one time, if you guys were there when we did it. There was a stream where there was this new exploit out where if you hid next to one of the logs on Swamp, you would be untouchable, like you couldn't get hit or anything. Probably could have done it with Night, but it couldn't be done normally. And we went up against a team of cringers abusing it, and I reported all of them, and then like 2 days later I got a like a message that they were all banned for exploiting. All three of them. I was like, well, I hope it was worth it. Now, the funny part is now one of those people is probably gonna message me on Twitter and be like, so I got banned for no reason. I never did anything in my whole life bad, but I got banned. Can you help me, please? Yes. Not to say that all those people are guilty. I think there are definitely cases of innocent people, but I know some of them are definitely guilty, and they just don't know what to admit it. So long as you keep clips or screenshots and you submit a ticket on the website, you basically always get them banned if it's against the rules. Yeah, it's a lot of effort. Like, you'd have to really piss me off for me to go through that much effort. You have Bamboozle, Irongrass, Pop, Goes the Weasel, and Sloppy Butcher. I don't know if that's any good. Swap out Irongrass before nobody escapes death. You could even try swapping out Sloppy Butcher for Colorophobia if you want to, but that's kind of on you, where you feel your values coming from. Hex, nobody escapes death. One of the, if not strongest perks in the entire game on its own. Anybody remember the Legion bug with the snowman? I don't think I do. Yeah, the behaviors reporting system is pretty outdated, but at the same time I kind of understand because, like, as you've seen, the DVD community is like pretty mental when it comes to how they, like, what they report people for and how they try to stretch things to, like, you're holding me hostage because I'm not having fun. Or I'm reporting you for anti-play. Like, you get all these dumbass reports, like, what do you even do with that after a certain point? So I think making it to where you have to go through a little bit more effort to submit, like, a real report maybe isn't the worst, but it would be nice if there was some middle ground where we could actually... Like, let's say they had, like, a replay system, for example, and then you could, like, go into a replay, see that somebody's cheating, report them, and then it would send the file directly to the developers so they could watch the replay, see the person was cheating, and then ban them in, like, 2 seconds. Anti-play. God damn it, Choi, can you stop anti-playing? I have to ban you now. If you used Snowman behind survivors as Legion, he canceled his frenzy, so you could have one. Oh. Dirty, dirty, dirty. You abused the shit out of it. Who would hire people for that? Well, you know, here's the other game companies like Overwatch does that, Marvel Rivals does that. I think that there's a few other ones. I think Valorant might do it. There's a lot of games out there that do use that system now, where they basically use the replay function to get people banned. And yeah. I don't think we're going to get it this year, but it would be a real shame if we don't get a replay system in year 10, regardless of what the devs want to say, that it's too difficult. Like, they're on Unreal Engine 5 now. It's not that difficult. I promise, like, the hardest part of it is just figuring out how do you manage, like, the server side of it, of kind of storing all of those matches somewhere. Because they have to store all that data. But there's no way Dead by Daylight doesn't have enough resources to do it. So if it's anything, it's just pure, like, money greed. They don't want to spend the money. Valorant does not have replays, but they have some kind of crazy anti-cheat at least, right? The game just seems constructed in a way that will always aggravate people who are prone to it. If you play killer, you're forced to play no matter how frustrating the game gets, and if you're a survivor, you gotta sit there for like 10 seconds watching the long death animation while you stew in whatever you did wrong. Yeah, there's so much value in a replay system. It could really be amazing, especially if they put effort into it. Lyle, a lot of the time that has to do with ping. I don't have that issue when I play Survivor, but if like I play with like my friends from America and I have like 120 ping, then I already know I'm going to be getting hit from about 10 feet away. So I try to do my best to play around it with like sprint burst and, you know, I don't know, whatever I can. Ooh, your Legion. I have a secret theory in Dead by Daylight matchmaking that is probably not true. That if you queue up with like a really, really shitty build, like no offering, shitty perks, the game won't match you against like the biggest tryhards out there. But like I said, I think it's in my imagination. I don't think it's true. Jesus, she like was wiggly. Why are you trying so hard, girl? There's so many people like around this gen out of desperation. Oh, they're all injured. What the fuck? They wanted that gen so bad since the start of the match. It's actually wild how much they wanted it. Bro, you not only do you repair the pallet, but you fucking do it in like a nanosecond. Like, that is so dumb. I gotta leave this girl. She is... she's a good player. We don't have time for that. We don't have to chase perks for it, so... I think we hooked this girl already, right? The Laura? Or was that a different Laura that we hooked? Just gonna keep repairing that. I'm not really interested in dealing with her. Kill her teammates, then I'll come back. Wonder if Shadow Oni is better than the Aura Reading Oni. This girl is so annoying. It's crazy. 2v8, one annoying survivor, bro. You feel it. Like such a thorn in your side. Put a hook this girl. I have to keep canceling my power to hook. Sucks. Can't play pallets. I have to catch you all basically out of position. Not seeing a single survivor on a pass is pretty wild. But yeah, if you want to have a really good strategy in 2v8, play Escapist, camp a really strong tile, and just keep rebuilding the pallet. I mean, obviously you might get 2v1'd at some point, but... I'm gonna keep this girl injured, so she's a little bit more vulnerable. Alright, there's the other Laura. I have a chance to end this. I've just been like downing the Lauras back and forth. I can't get her at this loop. I have to leave it. Got the tryhard. Poor Laura's. It's kind of the way the cookie crumbled. We kept downing them a lot, so it made sense to hook. I want to keep canceling my power like every 2 seconds. The Lauras are both in hiding now because they're on death hook. I think I still see his aura from here, right? Sprint prayers. Oh, come on. You did not get that. Like, trying to hold one gen, you might lose 3 other ones, so sometimes it's best to just give up a shitty position. I don't know if we win this game, guys. It's gonna be a really tight one. There's about 1 gen left, and we're not making any progress at all. Oh wait, that person's dead? Okay, that was big. That was a big kill he just got. As you can see, these are not bad. Like, these are more like decent survivor level. I need to get rid of this. The Laras are both still alive. Literally, like, clutching it. Yeah, breaking the same pallet like 100 times is really goddamn annoying. One gen left. Gotta keep an eye on the gens now. We pretty much have to double team these guys in a chase, or we're not gonna be able to down them. They're just, they're not brain dead, unfortunately. Those fucking Laras, bro. Such rats. It's really worried because they can rush these gens so fast if they do it together. They just boxed both Lauras on their team. Simultaneous Laura death. Doesn't surprise me that Rebecca and Kate and Jonathan are still alive. They were so much better than the rest of their teammates. Like, the chances that we actually get to, like, get the 8K year is gonna be pretty low. I hate all three of these survivors, so I might just run around and slug them over and over again for like an hour until I have a chance to get them all. They were all incredibly sweaty assholes. What's up, Choppa? It was this trio here. I would have doubted they're all friends. Good evening, Lowell. GG's. Bit of a rough one. It's hard. Yeah, it was So we put a lot of dedication into getting the 2 Lauras out of the game, but they both ratted once they were on Death Hook. Then the Kate, the Jonathan, and the Rebecca, I'm pretty sure were a trio. It's possible they were all just good survivors, but I noticed they were always playing pretty close to each other. And yeah, they were not weak players. They not at all. So a little bit more on the difficult side, that one. Nia teabagged. Oni and Legion is like so hated in the community for TVA. Why can Object of Obsession work for the killer even if I can't see him? Yeah, that kind of kills Object of Obsession, but at the same time, like yeah, what they could do is just make it to where if the killer is undetectable and neither of you can see each other, that'd probably make a little bit more sense, but or reading on the killer like that is pretty savage. It doesn't hurt me that that perk is not peak. I have this dope concept for Springtrap where there would be inanimate animatronics around the map he could possess and take control of, and each animatronic would have different powers. That's funny. That's kind of the idea that I had with Pinhead before they added him, that you could kind of swap to different Cenobites and they would all have different abilities. I thought that would have been funny. But yeah, I like that concept. Vibrant. You'll be saying Legion and Oni combo is busted. Legion is really good slowdown. A survivor spends so much time, you know, healing and getting pushed off gens and stuff. And Oni is really good at getting a lot of downs, but it's not easy. Like, anyone who thinks that it's easy is bullshitting. I bet the vast majority of killers in 2v8 lose their matches. Like, the vast majority. Mend simulator? They lowered the timing of mending. It's 6 seconds now. But, so like what I do when I play against Legion is I just don't heal. Same as how I play 2v or 1v4 against Legion. If you're constantly healing against Legion, you're gonna have a really boring time, because not only do you have to mend, but you have to heal, and then you have to get back on a gen. You're gonna work on that gen for about 10 seconds before you get hit by another frenzy, so you've only got out a couple of times against an Oni Legion combo. I think one reason that might be is that a lot of players are flocking to it that are like the better players are gonna see the value of that build, right? So they're more likely to run it. So it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy type thing. But I would say Oni and Hillbilly were stronger for sure. Oni has unlimited power, a decent amount. It's not as easy to get his power with Legion as you might think, because like even though the survivors are always injured, Oni gets the vast majority of his power gauge when he hits a healthy person, and the blood puddles are not easy to find when everybody's injured because it can only spawn so many of them. So I actually feel like when Legion is in the game, I'm not getting as much blood as you would kind of assume that I would be getting, because it's not spawning anymore. Like all it takes is a few people healing in the corner of the map and I don't see blood at all, because it's been capped at this spawn rate. I think when I had Hillbilly on my team, and I was getting more fresh hits on healthy survivors, I was getting my power way more often. Dark Theory hasn't been much of a problem recently, right? It's funny because I wasn't wrong in the sense that a bunch of YouTubers made videos about how you can completely break the game with Dark Theory and, well, like a boon build, but it didn't catch on. Like, it's just sitting there, this ridiculously broken option in the game, and nobody wants to use it, I guess. It's true. If you're playing Rebecca, you need to be running medic. Or else you're a troll. Is the twins good? They are, but they're really badly bugged right now, so I wouldn't recommend playing as them. By the way, if somebody wants to swap out in 2v8 next time, let me know. Till then, we're gonna keep running it. Solos don't know how to use boons, just like they didn't know how to use Shoulder the Burden and Babysitter. Yeah, that's the thing though, like, I can run those things by myself, and I can get, like, insane value. So, I don't know why so many solo queue players are so adamant on just being so generic. When are the twins not bugged? Yeah, good question. They're some buggy mofos. Alright, so they're up top there. You gonna go up? No way you go up. What is she doing? That was such a weird strategy on Rebecca's part not to drop down. They are cooking too many gens. I don't like it. I don't want to get involved. Should drop down. I don't care about that far gen. It's ass. Don't ever try to defend it. You'll just lose games for no reason. Where am I? Holy shit. Just healing herself. Do I make it there in time? Probably not. Heals are pretty fast. Did make it. We're moving the like the dial on that girl, getting her slowly dead. Oh, some savage check spotting there, Ada. I don't know if I respect that decision or not. Wow, Ada's diaper is poopy. In case someone tries to go around from up here. Good job, David. You're the hero that Gotham needed. Not the one they deserved, but the one they needed. Oh, sorry. Bro, what is this girl, crazy? She's just running like nobody's business here. I think she lost her mind. This is a funny like thing to do. They go in there and then you just trap them. Yeah. I just feel like you get a lot of BP as Survivor in 2v8. Kinda surprised David came back. Can the jailer get the bot? It's bot on bot crime. She Kobe'd, bro. The bot beat the bot. What do you know? You get a million pretty quickly, and we're getting some value from nurses on this map, but this map is really good for night anyway. Well, where did this crazy phone go? Trying to get David. I did see they were over there, but... Bro, I heard you like to sprint burst. How did he not get seen by the jailer there? I mean, that's one option.
So you have chosen death.
I like that David is gonna want to get the save. He's a little save-aholic, that guy. He's hanging on for some reason. Just gotta think someone's coming for him. Let's head back. No! I like Zancian tactics just to find out what doors here are open and which ones aren't. Damn, Ada, that was some hardcore sacrifice. Ruben, you know you're gonna DS me, don't you know that? Ah! Am I gonna watch the pre-PTB stream on the 27th? If I'm available. If not, I'll look at the after results and then make an executive decision. What the hell? They did 3 gens this game? When? Like 20 years ago, before any of us were even born? Oh, David, where are you? Yeah, a little feisty camper, aren't you? I was born way before 20 years ago. Oh, there's one gen left with this team. I can't. What are gen speeds balanced for, bro? These guys have been dead for 20 years and somehow gens are still getting popped. What? Does this bot have lightweight? What are you gonna do, bot? It's interesting what a bot does in a situation like this. What if I go into my power? She like moves, but I don't know where she wants to go. I don't think she's allowed to go past me. Bot's gonna report me for anti-play. What about like now? Oh, it ran past me in that situation. Okay, a little feister. I think this is here. The bot should just DC. Ada didn't have lightweight, she had fixated. She was randomly going into like walks. You were 16 years old 20 years ago. Closer to my age. It's true. Everything Survivor can do pretty much is not frowned upon, except maybe some variations of Saboteur. What the hell's going on here? We're in a match? Oh god. If we can bring back a... Oh, this is one of the worst 2v8 maps in my opinion. This one's pretty rough. Alright. Alright, remember that Diley has been hooked. Keep that in mind. Let's try to keep in mind who we're hooking. Shit. I was really unlucky that I hit a grow at base kit on Breakable. And I just made up whatever words seemed that they fit there. I like this map is Trapper. Bro, they're cooking the gens right now. Like, holy shit, they're cooking them. Gen efficient team. The most dangerous kind of team to play against. That speed up might give me the hit here. Super giga safe pallet here. Into another giga safe pallet. What? We lose the game. There's no recovery. That was it. I don't know why that didn't hit. Now they're just camping all like the pallets everywhere because there's so many. It's so annoying. Holy shit, bro. We're gonna have to really put our fucking diaper straps on here. Ugh. I don't think we win this, guys. Be my current estimation that we're gonna get dumpstered here. The gen speed is just too efficient. This is a rough map for Billy too. Can't really get people on these loops. Was a big hit. Another gen down. They either called that out or they check spotted me, I'm not sure. I wouldn't doubt if this is a big swift in here. Like even here you can tell the efficiency is way too high. Not enough weak links. And 8-man swifts definitely exist in here. I've done it myself. Sure why I didn't hook that person. I don't know where they're at. No, nothing I can do here. She gets the pallet save. I could. Yeah. We lose. Swift. Guaranteed this is an 8-man. Or close to it, like a 6-man or something. Swift breaks everything. It's why Gun, in all of their infinite stupidity, didn't allow Swifts in Rush Week, because they knew it would ruin the game mode. This isn't voice comms either. This is the fact that you can get 8 good players together so that you don't have weak links. Look at them now. They have an ego because they're in a swift. They're clicking their flashlights. Not too surprising. People who use the most overpowered stuff in any game always will have the biggest egos. It doesn't matter what game it is. Just really cringe to do this, like, because like there's no challenge at all in what they're doing here. Like there's probably nothing easier in the game than winning in 2v8 with a swift. I can't say she's just gonna 360 me. There's literally a pallet every inch. This map sucks. GG's. 5 hooks, bro. Imagine we did that bad. I don't really know what you do with 2v8. I think that if it became a permanent game mode, it would eventually become a problematic game mode. Maybe if every killer was available in here. Or you could always put like an action speed penalty on Swifts if they queued into it, since they want it to be such a casual mode. Maybe they could finally actually like put in something like that. Hella boring. They'll call you crazy because you can't punish people for playing with their friends. You can punish everybody else, but you can't punish people for playing with their friends now, can you now? Bum 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 ba bum bum ba dum. Can't find anybody. Like, bro, where are they? Are they all in an exegate somewhere? Oh, they didn't see anyone. We killed two of them. I'll take that. Those had to be sweaty. This is what it is. I don't know why we run from it, you know what I mean? I think we should embrace it. If you embraced it, then you could actually design for it, and then you could make it better. But instead, we like to pretend that it's not that way, so it just feels like ass when it happens. Alrighty, probably gonna call it on 2v8 for this round of 2v8. It's just it's kind of shallow. It's kind of shallow. Like, it's a little fun to play with people, but the novelty has started to wear off with it. It's just like, if you win, it feels like you're winning because you're not playing against players that are not good, which is not very exciting for me. Like, anytime you go against like actually good players, the game mode is so busted that you kind of start to feel that, and then it starts to ruin the feeling of the win. Even like, oh, I won, but that just means they weren't good, right? So that's kind of meh. But at least I mean, we got an 8 in power, more than maybe one AK. I don't remember, but it's good. We dominated. Thanks for the matches as well, Sir Gando. That was a good time up until the Swift. Then it became lame. They wanted to be a casual mode for the survivors. Yeah, that's true. Have a good one watching Iron Fist. I think it's the only Netflix Marvel show I didn't watch. Oh wait, no. There was a chick one too that I wanted to watch. I think I even started, but then they like canceled all the shows, so I just stopped. So I was like, oh, I guess there's no point.
Jessica Jones, yeah. It seemed like it was gonna be good. I don't even know if it's available on Netflix anymore. I don't know where if all that stuff moved to Disney or if it's just gone. Who knows? I think 2v8, like, what do I need in 2v8 to, like, want to play it again? Because, like, honestly, even the survivor queue thing they're gonna add doesn't make me really want to play it. Let's try the gen defense one again. I don't know. I don't like how behavior has stuck their fingers into it too much. I think they're trying too hard to force outcomes. I think they need to go back to like the original 2v8, get rid of all the gen manipulation garbage. It's insane that gens have a shorter time span. Like, it's faster for one person to do a gen in 2v8 than it is for them to do a gen in 1v4, which is like, why? Just make them the same length of time. The survivors have base kit unbreakable, they have base kit borrow time. Like, it's 2v8 and we have base kit borrow time and base kit unbreakable. It's kind of wild. Like, again, and pretty aggressive base kit anti our base kit borrow time. You'd like it if Wesker didn't break your game and if Sadako was added in. Sadako could go hard if they were actually willing to commit to it. The insta-caging was also better. Yeah, again, they're putting it in there that if the survivors have a brain, they're gonna pretty much get pallet stuns every time, especially if they're in a swift and they can call it out. You can't commit to a chase for even like a second because the gen speed is too fast, so you're like, you have to like do either a 2v1 strat where you just like bulldoze everybody in 2v1 or no. And the only counter argument to all this stuff is that, like, well, it's not supposed to be a serious mode, and it's like, okay, fine, but like, then why are you, if it's really not supposed to be a serious mode, why are you hand holding so fucking hard in it? It's kind of annoying. Any of the skill checks anywhere? No. What was that reaction time, dude? Ooh, lag spike. Eruption just went off. Girl tried to like FOV tech me in such an insanely aggressive way. I actually got like whiplash in real life. Just break this. I don't like that other girl's getting chased by the jailer. Jailer break. You bag all you want there, Alex. You're in my 3 gen now.
Let me tell you something about my 3rd gen, Alex. The only thing you can do here is give up on hook. Like the little fung you are. Depending on which guards you have, the banner, if the survivor is able to last long enough for it to spawn, they can pick it up and they can get in like an endurance effect from it, and also they can. What? Somebody was back there? No way. How did you get past me, though? Hi, Jill. You're on my Sussometer 2025 edition. The number one thing I noticed when I was doing that base camper tournament champions was how often you can run into people that somehow always manage to get around you. I've never really understood. I don't have time to walk this girl into the basement. I'm just gonna put her here. If anyone misses a skill check from oppression, by the way, it's more gen regression than Pop Goes the Weasel. I don't have oppression though, I thought I did. You gonna commit to it, or what are you thinking? Committing to it. Oh, that was an insta down. Wonder if I can get over there in time to take advantage of that, or if they're just gonna pick her straight up. Picked her straight up. I look for any of these sneaky little mofos here. Dude, 2 people got past me? Is that Jill again who got past me, by the way? I don't know about you, Jill. I don't know about you, Jill. Think you're a bit of a sus motherfucker. We'll see. I'd love to see the replay of your movement. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm like capping out these gens already with these perks. Goodbye, Jill. You sus shitter. I'm coming for that draw. I got a hard-earned draw on my hands here. Took it. And draw. Oh, guys, don't force my MMR to go up now. Come on now. There we go. Jill was from Romania with multiple bans on record, by the way. Yeah. Not so subtle. What about you, Fung? Fung was also from Romania, so I'm guessing Swift. Duo at least. Squiddy, I don't have like any information on you really. New account, it looks like. Multiple bans, you say? What, you're saying just because there's a super tight choke point and I have a jailer walking back and forth across the choke point to make sure nothing can get past, and that Jill somehow goes from one side of the universe all the way to the other side of the universe and unhooks somebody every time? Is that there's something sus about that? Get out of here.
Walmy 328 grew some muttons.
Walmy, much appreciated for growing some muttons. Benjamin 1007, do appreciate it. Thanks for the mutton growage. Seems to be working pretty good, you know. I kind of wanted oppression with it, but I wouldn't know what to give up, as like the build seems to work pretty decently how it is. I mean, if as long as it's working, let's roll with it. Let's try the auto reading one again. Dun, 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 dun. The one you really want to watch out for is the assassin. When the assassin gets spawned on you, you want to be you want to definitely be trying to loop tight to grab the banner, because the banner spawns really fast against the assassin because he's so fast. What's Gearhead do again? When I injure somebody, it activates, and then like within that time it's activated for, anytime a survivor hits a skill check, I see their aura while they're working on gens. Yeah, lethal should add to that time. Beautiful. Teabag for Slug? Not for Slug, so at least a guaranteed duo in here. Oh, the duo left. Ghoul so OP, got one hook the entire time. Oh shit. Time for more nerfs, guys. Time for more nerfs. The 27th, so 2 days from now we get the PTB, huh? Calm before the diapering. I feel like we've accomplished some grudge match so far today, though. If gen time was slower? Yeah, I mean, slower gen time would help everybody for sure. Alright, so the game is trying to rig this match against me. Did you guys see that? It spawned them in all different corners so that I can't, like, snowball. So we'll see how I play this. It's not going to be too easy. Luckily, this map does have some decent line of sight rigor, so we might be able to get some sneak attacks going. Thanks to Lethal for literally holding my hand through all this goddamn garbage. Alright, that's Face the Darkness helping me out there. Can I get close enough to this person to get a sneak attack? Alright, she's not gonna get hit. Let's just focus on this gen right now. Somebody is here, by the way. I'm waiting for this match. You motherfuckers are gonna make me have fun, whether you want to or not. Someone's throwing down all the gens. Who is that? Throwing down all the pallets, I mean. It's this dude, huh? Holy fucking whiny baby bitch. There's no way you're getting out of this lobby without being bled out, brother. I'm sorry. We can't let that fucking Tasmanian diaper rash ruin the game for everybody, so...
I don't play Gits Night. I don't know what way. This map's too small, Wayne.
They were mad at this chick for, like, what? Oh, I hate all of you so much. I hate you. I hate you. I hate this girl. Like, you all deserve to be bled out. I'm gonna borathon the shit out of you guys. This guy can go next, because I don't even know. You're allowed to go next. I'm making that decision. The other two, enjoy hell. I got pallets to break, don't you know? Get used to this a lot when people can dodge lobbies if they don't like their teammates' builds, because this is the kind of match quality we're going to be seeing a lot, combined with the fact that these survivors like rarely ever lose at matches because they're too busy drawing. Like, if I hit that like Meg right now, they all draw, so... Perfect. I really wanted her to save Zarina. Going into a locker. With head on. Get her out of there. See how long Zarina decides to torture you guys. She Kobe'd. That is just too funny. I gotta, like, this is like a real trial. I actually have to, like, punish these survivors for being so cringe. This is the go next prevention we should actually have in the game. You just get tortured. What is what the hell is with the things that I can't believe she actually had the balls to do that. I respect it. You know the exact range? Guess not. Nice, Natsu. You've learned great power, but not from a wholesome streamer. Doing chat builds? I can. Harambe Mori. Bro brought Incan. Yeah, dude, nobody's playing with this guy. He's bringing weaving spiders into a match. Nobody. He will never find a team again when that update comes out. Reads its potential, my ass. Maybe if the community was a little more grateful, they wouldn't have had to do it. I liked this building. The other mode, so might as well just use it. They nerfed Houndmaster though since I played her last, so it could be savage. Maybe if they didn't use Sunset Towers, yeah, fuck that company. They're death sentence. The reason I think that it died, Cobra, is that, like, as a company that's trying to manage a live service game, you need to have either competence or you need to have like a good relationship with your community. I think if you have one of the two of those, you'll be okay. So the issue with Gun is that they were both like incredibly incompetent. Like they had no clue what they were doing at all. Like it was like watching a toddler try to drive like an 18-wheeler. So zero competence. But they also at the same time had just an enormously disgusting ego, and they had because of that they ended up having like a horrible relationship with their own community.
like Dead by Daylight, I really truly believe the devs are highly incompetent as well. But at the same time, I mean the balance team specifically, the Dead by Daylight's balance team is really incompetent, but they don't have a massive ego. They're willing to listen to their community for better or worse, and it's that alone has, that mixed with the fact that they're able to pump content out like nobody's business has kept Dead by Daylight alive. Yeah, but TCM, they didn't have the content, they were extremely incompetent, and they had a massive ego. That's just like the trio, the holy trio of death for a game. The trinity of garbage. Can I turn her? I want to turn her. I hope they don't patch slugging because that will ruin shit. Well, they've already confirmed they are gonna do it, unfortunately. And I wouldn't be so against it if they were like, okay, we're gonna nerf slugging, but we're gonna make it to where we're gonna add, you know, base kit pop goes the weasel or something to the game, so you're actually getting rewarded more for going pro. It doesn't even have to be that egregious. It could be like base kit agitation or something as well, and that could potentially be enough. But nothing, zero, nada. A big bowl of get better, bitch. Overcome impossible odds. Go ahead. Yeah, but the thing is that people are going to be extremely wary of Gun as a studio. If they don't think that what they've done with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is going to affect sales for their next game, they're like delusional. The only thing that I think could work out for them in a good way is like Friday the 13th remastered, because Friday the 13th remastered is like a, everybody knows what they're getting, and that's maybe like enough. But with an entirely new like IP, they're really gonna have to hope that God they got a good one, because the IP is gonna be the only thing that saves them there. Like, for example, if they got like, you know, Halloween, or if they got Terrifier or Freddy something, and that people wanting that experience, they're gonna get it. But even if they get it, they're gonna be way more reluctant to buy skins for the game or any cosmetics, any DLCs for the game, because they just don't trust the developers. So like for me, I bought every DLC for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and now that was all a complete waste. Like, why did I do it? You know, I didn't expect the game to die. If I knew that their plan was to end the game, I wouldn't have bought the DLC. Why would I have bought it? It was no point. And the fact that they like are trying to speed run to peer-to-peer connection is pathetic and cowardly. Like, they could have given us like one last DLC and announced when that DLC came out that, okay, this is our final DLC, the dedicated servers are going to run for the next 2 years, and then like, okay, like I trust you guys as a company, like it's, but not the way they did it. The way they did it was lame as fuck.
Look, you're the best.
This is supposedly one of the strongest killers in the game, by the way. What was that, 3 gens?
Good, good.
My god, why do they put this skin in the game? It's so annoying.
Enough, theat. Now! Go! You are a worthy companion, aren't you?
Keep balancing.
Now!
Maybe I should have hit that girl. That could have been a mistake. Oh, she's really slow now because of that guy taking the hit for her.
Like a worm.
Not sure where he went.
Find your rat.
It's on there. Do 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 do.
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this 2K was brought to you by Houndmaster.
Sick. Go. Catch. Loyal one, aren't you?
Do do do. Get her, boa. Oh my god, can this killer's power work, please? Hi. What are you guys doing now? Just like letting me make more and more dead zones as time goes on here. What? I sent the dog there like 12 times and never got a single heartbeat. The fuck? God, this killer's ass. Thanks. Didn't listen to the routing at all. Love to see it. Ship W is a 1K, by the way, I think. No joke. Wow, diaper of the full poopy ass. Oh, she saved her there. God, this killer's so fucking ass. I tunneled a person with 1 perk. Legends. Rough match. And it's kind of expected when you pick Houndmaster. She's just like so bad, and they nerfed her. Like, why? Did someone accidentally misclick and play as her one time, so they had to nerf her again? 1v1 killers, in my opinion, just don't work anymore, because 1v1 killers rely on gen defense, because like you're committing to a 1v1, you have no macro pressure at like whatsoever, 0. So the only thing you rely on to win with killers like this is gen defense. So like, how do you win when you're not, like, when there is no gen defense? I know, I lost like a minute and a half trying to just use my fucking power. Like, how is it so hard to make the goddamn dumbass dog run to the generator you want him to run to? And why does the survivor who's there get a notification that the dog is coming to them to just counterplay your power? Like, it's so stupid. She's the dissolution of killers. Everything she does is a facade. Like, she has no counterplay at any pallet as long as the survivor doesn't pre-drop it. Like, they nerfed her at windows now so that your dog goes through the windows like way slower. Everybody was like, no, it's a bug, it's not supposed to be that fast. Well, bug or not, it's worthless now. Good job, congratulations. You really feel the difference when the dog vaults. It's way slower than it used to be. She 100% knew the dog was coming every time, because I sent it to that gen 3 times and not one time did I get a heartbeat. Which means that she knew the dog was coming even though she had no line of sight on it.
So yeah, there's got to be a tell that the dog is coming. I couldn't tell you personally because I never played against this killer before, but if I did and somebody actually used that garbage version of her, like part of her power, then yeah, maybe I would see it. But yeah, this thing goes until Gen Defense is buffed. Houndmaster to me is like F tier gutter. You would need like pain res, dead man switch, corrupt, and I don't know what else. No-ed maybe it would be a way to think about it. People say she's one of the, like, she's nearly S tier, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just garbage, guys. But I think I speak for, like, the vast majority of players when I say nobody wants to play this character, because it's just way too much effort required for way too little, like, payout. And the dog is still a moron. Like, you literally see the path, you tell it to jump through a window or whatever, and it will just ignore it. Like, how? How does it ignore the order that you see? It's like, just give me Knight's Guards if we're gonna have brain dead AI helping us out. Prescient. I was thinking maybe like something like agitation, because with like shittier killers like this, it's really important to have like take advantage of where you put your, like where you put the survivors when you hook them. Like, you really want to hook them in good spots, whether that's in the basement or on hills or just any awkward place you can hook them and take advantage of it. So, but she might actually need brutal, I don't know, because if they pre-drop you, you're completely fucked. Yeah, probably brutal. The other alternative is you could sacrifice like 2 of these perks for like what do you call it, like vault stuff, but yeah, I just don't think she has the luxury. Her mobility's too gutter to rely on vault speed. I could just sit here and roast this character for like an hour straight. Like, I have just nothing but hatred for 1v1 killers in this era of DBD. They're not allowed to exist, and they shouldn't exist. Anyway, now that I've ranted, salty, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there for today. I won't be back on tomorrow, but we will be back on a Tuesday for a little bit of PTBH, I assume. I will have a video out tomorrow, though. We're going to be taking a look at how True Talent and I Choi are ruining Dead by Daylight according to the DVD forums. So have a look for that when it releases tomorrow around some time in the day. I don't know. Anyway, much appreciated for watching. Thanks for the commitments and the recommitments. Hope everyone has a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks for listening to me rant about the Houndmaster. Like, how dare she exist? And yeah, I guess with that, peace.